Done.
On any given day at the Merrill Collections Center, there's a variety of activity happening, and that could be vacuuming a Red Cross stretcher to make sure that there aren't bugs or dust or things that might be detrimental to our other collections. We always have some sort of processing going on here where we are organizing collections so that researchers can access them, and that's anything from a little bit of rehousing and finding aid work to maybe taking a box of completely random materials and making some sort of order out of that. We are almost always moving something around here, whether we're kind of shifting or reorganizing our painting storage or finding new homes for larger museum objects like a piano or a big trunk. There's a cannon in the back that we have to work around. So, you know, things that you might not expect us to be doing on a daily basis, like operating a forklift or putting together pallet racking. Any of that could kind of be part of your day at the Merrill Collections Center.
It's got a lot of character. I thought the Bangor Historical Society would be interested because it was built for Bangor, but they just didn't have the room for it. Yeah. I can't imagine there's too many more of these still left.
The Maine Historical Society has been collecting since 1822. We're the third oldest historical society in the country. And like all early historical societies, we collected anything and everything related to history, whether it was Maine or the United States or Europe, we would take it. We didn't have a lot of collecting parameters. But of course, you can't keep doing that forever because you're going to run out of space. And so we had to narrow our scope to really focus on Maine-related materials.
When we say we collect materials about Maine, that can be someone who has lived their whole life here. It can be someone whose ancestors have been here for thousands of years. It could be someone who just recently moved here, spent summers here, or spent one summer here. What makes the collections Maine, I think, casts a much broader net, which demonstrates the wide variety of people who have made a connection with this place.
As an institution, we're literally offered things every day, which is an enormous responsibility. And we, of course, can't say yes to everything. But this facility and the space that it's given us has really allowed us the opportunity to say yes more often.
We're a small-scale organization as far as state historical societies go. So we have to be resourceful. And I think for an institution of our size and our scale, to achieve something like the Merrill facility, you have to be really creative in the way that you achieve that goal. Maine Historical, I think, really focuses both on the digital and on the physical. I mean, this facility is sort of a manifestation of that. To be able to have this space is just amazingly different. Investing in the physical collections is investing in Maine history. These objects, these papers, these photographs, these materials that are housed at the facility is Maine story. And so what's important for us is not only to preserve these materials, but to activate them, and whether that's through traditional research, publication, or the Maine Memory Network. So just finding different ways that people can access the collections, because that's really why they're here.
We want to keep it in the sequence.
You know, you don't have to be writing a book about it. It might just be like, that's your grandma's quilt or your aunt's doll, and you would just like to come and see it and have that connection. Those kinds of reasons are important. They're reasons that people save them in the first place, and so they're reasons we'll continue to save them and provide that level of access. Collecting is really the heart of the MHS mission. We have Benedict Arnold's letter book that he kept before he was a trader and still an American hero on his march to Quebec. We have one of the only 26 copies remaining of the Dunlap broadside of the Declaration of Independence. Our archival collections feature documents, maps, and deeds related to the early founders of the state. We have wedding dresses, baby booties, graduation hats, photos of families just living their lives. There are duck decoys, skis and earmuffs, and sportsman's clothing from LL Bean and Bass, Wabanaki baskets and the tools that they use to make them. We have Moxie bottles and beer bottles, farmhouse diaries and store ledgers, items that show the real personal lives of everyday Mainers. They all tell the story of Maine, this place that we all love, and they all belong at Maine Historical Society.